welcome to Mollie's Motif. This is Emily, and today I'm going to show you the card that I have put together for the challenge that is starting over at Bitten by the Bug 2. I have actually been the one that chose the theme for this challenge, and it's all about camping. Happy campers, or camping critters, or just anything that has to do with camping. Our family loves to camp, and we enjoy four-wheeling, and my absolute favorite thing to do is fish. So my card is going to be based on fishing, and I recently was able to get the Campin Critters cartridge. I bid on this on eBay, and I got a used copy, but I don't care because I've wanted this cartridge for a really long time, and I love it. I think there's so many cute images on this cartridge. So I'm going to be pulling one of the images from here, and I'm also going to be using a mat from Elegant Edges, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I'll just kind of show you what I'm doing with my cards. So I'm just starting out, it's a 5x5, so it's not my typical A2 that I usually do, it's just a 5x5. So you just cut your cardstock at 10 inches by 5 inches and then fold that in half. And I have just kind of it's a fun texture cardstock. I'm not sure where I got it. I've had this one forever, and I'm not sure where I got this, but I do like there's a little texture to it. So this is my base card, and then all of my paper is coming from Echo Park Happy Camper 6x6, and I love this paper. I think there's just some really fun images in here, some cute colors. Like, I'm going to be using this one for my base mat. I love it. But they've got some arrows, they've got tents, you know, trees, just some really fun patterns and images in here. So this is where my paper is coming from. And then my image, like I said, my cartridge was used, and the person who had it before me had taken off the binding. I have a bind it all, I just haven't taken the time to bind it back up. But so I just took the page out. It's on page 24 of the handbook, and it's the cute little deer with the fish, and I loved that because I love to fish, and so this is the image that I'm wanting to use, and I just basically followed how it's outlined in the handbook, and I cut him at 3.5 inches, and he just turned out super cute. I just really like, and I just followed the basic colors of what they have listed, and I did do the shadow. So just a really simple piecing image to put together. And then here is my base mat, like I said, the paper that I used, and it just has, you know, happy camper, gone fishing, roughing it, just some, you know, little camper van and trees, fishing pole, just really cute. So this is my base, and then here is the mat that I have cut from Elegant Edges, and I just used another piece of that pattern paper from that pack. It's just some fun green, and it's going to be kind of over here. But on Elegant Edges, here's the cartridge. The handbook on page 45, I cut the shift oblong mat at 4.5 inches, and the shadow. So I've cut the shift oblong and the shift shadow to get my mat. So yeah, my mat is 4.5, and then my little deer is 3.5 inches, and it just fits perfect on there. And then I'm going to be taking some twine. I have some American Craft twine, just some green and brown, that I'm going to be doubling together. And then I'm just going to run it around. I'm going to wrap it 3 times so that it's got a pretty decent border on the side. Just to give you a visual, that's kind of what I'm going to do there. And then my sentiment is coming from a new set from CardzTV. Mary over CardzTV, she has released a summer fun stamp set, and it has got some really great, let's see if that works here, sentiments for the summer and for camping especially. So I really was excited to see this set. Have a sensational day, sending you sunshine and smiles, sun-kissed summer, have a sizzling summer. And then some camping ones. There's Happy Camper, and I love that one. Every day I love you, s'more, because the s'mores are so popular. Wishing you sunshiny days, the great outdoors, and that's the one I'm going to be using on my card today. There's summer fun, barefootin', grillin' and chillin'. That's so cute. Living the good life. Here comes the sun. Sure do love you. So there's a fun one for the beach. Hot as a firecracker. So just some really great sentiments on here for the summer activities. And not just, you know, one activity. They've combined a bunch of different ones on that one. So I thought that was great. So here is my sentiment that I have stamped. Oops, sorry. The great outdoors, and I just cut a little notch in the end, and I did stamp that with my Rich Cocoa Memento ink, not tuxedo. I'm so used to saying that. Yeah, Rich Cocoa Memento ink, and I do like the Memento brand. I think that's a good an ink to use for your stamps, your acrylic stamps. Okay, so here is, I've pre-made my bow. And I'm just going to put that, I'll just tack that down with a glue dot on my little sentiment tag, and it'll just kind of be coming out like a banner off at the side there. So it's kind of messy right now, but you'll see when I get it finished what I'm envisioning. And then I'm going to have some brads. I just have kind of this orangey peach colored brads, and I'm going to put one on in either corner of the card on the side. So those will go there. So I'll go ahead and get this put together. I'll pop up my deer on some foam tape for the dimension, probably my mat too, so there will be some extra dimension there. And then I'll finish the inside and I'll come back and show you how it turned out. Okay, so I've got the card all put together, and it just went according to plan. I went ahead and popped up my mat and the deer on foam tape so that there's some more dimension. My bow and sentiment and everything up here in the corner is just all secured with glue dots. Love glue dots. They work wonders. And then my little brads are up in the corners. So super easy to put together. Then the inside I kept super simple. I just took another piece of light brown cardstock for my sentiment mat, and then another scrap piece from that green mat from the front, and then I used the sentiment Fish You Were Here. And that sentiment also comes from a new stamp set that Mary has released. It's more critter captions, and I love this one. I think this one is so fun. So I'll just go over these. They're You're So Crabulous, You Make Me Smile, Hey Foxy, You're Such a Dear. Here's the one I used, Fish You Were Here, Have a Mice Day, Monkey See, Monkey Do, How's It Going, Hip Hippo Hooray, So Adorable. I love that. I used that one a couple weeks ago on a card. I Moose You So Much, Happy as a Clam, Get Well Soon, and Best Fishes. Just some great, fun, punny sentiments on here. So check that one out over at CardzTV if you haven't yet. But yeah, I think this is a great card. If you went on a camping trip and somebody wasn't able to go with you, a family member, this would be a perfect card to get for them. So I just really like how this came together, and I hope that you will join us over our Happy Camper challenge that is going on over at Bitten by the Bug 2. We just want to see any sort of a camping project, camping themed project, and you know, just get those linked up over there. We love to see the projects that you come up with. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. I'd appreciate any comments or feedback that you'd have for me. You can always check out my blog. It's mollymugsblog.blogspot.com, and we will catch you next time.